So Granite is such an awesome product to work with. And in this video, we're going to get quite creative. Oops. I'm just kidding. Let me show you what you can do if you get your hands on a piece of off-cut granite just like this one. So if we take a look here, I have got a possible 1, 2, 3 pieces available. And in fact, we're going to be using the smallest piece for this video, and we're going to be using our UV label mark to engrave onto this, and it's going to be quite cool. So let's get to it. So we've got our piece of granite here, and we're in front of our UV label mark. Now I just want to say that there's a flat side here conveniently so that we can go ahead and put this down here. And I want to know what you can see. Well, I'll tell you what I can see. A really cool, odd-shaped piece of granite that's going to have a number engraved on, for example, at a table at a wedding. So you know exactly what table you're supposed to be sitting at. That being said, let's get straight to it. Okay, so we're here by our computer and our program, our LabelMark program. First thing we need to do is go ahead and give ourselves a number. So we're going to go ahead and click on our text tool. We're going to go ahead and click in the middle of the page there. Now the next thing we need to do is go ahead and push number 1 on our keyboard and make sure that you edit whatever you need over here in the corner in this box here. So we're going to push the number 1, and then we need to say apply. From there, I need to go ahead and see which number 1 is going to be the best. So we're going to stay here, and we're just going to increase the height to maybe 20, and we'll say apply. So it's a bit bigger so we can actually see it. So now that's being said, we're going to go ahead and highlight it, and we're going to go and choose other fonts, and we can just scroll down to see until we can get a number that looks pretty thick and bold. So like that's quite a nice one, but let's see, because it's a wedding, let's see if we can find a little bit more artistic, old-fashioned. I think that's quite a good one. So let's go ahead and select it. We want to move it to the middle, and then from there we now need to measure that. But before we go ahead and do that, it needs to have some wording above it as well. So let's go ahead and grab our text tool again. We're going to click above that. Let's just move it a bit out the way. Now we need to go to our text box here, highlight this, and we need to put in our name. So we'll go with Gabby first, and then I'm going to need to enter and then push Riley. Now it is completely up to you whether or not you do it in a lowercase and uppercase like this, or you could go ahead and do it in uppercase completely. It is really just up to you whether or not you like that feel. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to leave it the same font as the number 1. However, this is a bit too large compared to our number 1. So we're going to go ahead and make this smaller and move that up there. And then the number 1, we're going to want to make that much larger, because that is the indication of our actual table number. So now that we've done that, I want to just align everything, especially to the center. So we just align it to the center, and from there we can just move it so that the X is in the middle of the page. That's perfect. And because I haven't measured my piece of granite, I'm just going to go ahead and take the granite, put it on the machine, and then we're going to go ahead and do a red border so we can see if it's going to fit here without having to do the measurements. So let's go ahead and put that down right there. Okay, so we've got our piece of paper, and really any piece of paper will do. This is just merely so that we can see where it's going to be engraved. So we might want to do the number first and then our names further over, because it's not going to be able to be centered. So I'm going to go ahead and push red, and as you can see, it's nowhere near big enough. So we're going to go ahead and just make it bigger, and we'll move that to the center again, red line. And I think we could even go bigger than this as well. Yeah, we can definitely go bigger. And move to the center of the page, red light. And there we go. I think that will be perfect for where it's going to be engraved. So now we need to go ahead and push hatch, which is the H on the top there. And here I'm going to leave the current settings, which is this one here for engraving in terms of the direction. And then over here, normally you would have this at 0.01. However, because it's granite and it's not a fine detailed engraving, we're going to move over to 0.08, which means it's going to have a slightly bigger gap. And the only way you'll know if it's going to be too big of a gap is when you're looking at it on screen. Like now, everything is 100% black. But if you had to zoom in, you can start seeing the lines going across the screen. But if you take into consideration, it's only going to be engraved this big onto there. So you've got that line gap. The bigger you make it, the faster it engraves. The more detail you need, the closer that gap needs to be. So off we go to our settings here. We're going to be choosing about 800 speed, and we're going to go with 95 power. And because it's a harder substrate, I'm going to down to 22 frequency. The softer the substrate, the higher you want to go in frequency. Okay, so last thing we need to do here is take away our piece of paper, and we can go ahead and push mark. Okay, so it's done. We're going to go ahead, take this off, and we're just going to give it a good wipe here, so we get all that dust off. Okay, so as we can see here, there is not much of a contrast difference between the engraving and the natural colors of our granite. So that being said, if you've got a granite like this where the colors are too similar, my recommendation is to go and take some old oil, dark oil, or spray paint, give one spray, one little spritz, and then wipe it clean, and you'll have hopefully a darker engraving than the surface around it. So let's give it a try. So I'm actually going to give a try by using some of AM's black ink rather to stain that piece so that we can see the difference in color between the granite and where we've engraved. Okay, so I'm super happy with that. Let's go ahead and put it on our table so we can see what it looks like. And there you go, guys. I must say I'm very happy with the way this came out. However, I need to confess, you can't just drop this piece of granite and pray for the best where it breaks where you want it. So I'm going to leave you with the behind the scenes footage to show you how it was actually done. We'll see you in the next one. You ready?
Ready.
At AM.CO.za, we sell machines, we fix machines, we teach machines, and we feed everyone in the process. Just for you.